Hi crafty friends, it's Hiedi Scott with DiyDreaming, and on this video I am going to show you some secrets about how you can make your own stencils, Bible verses, whatever you like. So as you're hopping on, say hi, let me know where you're watching from. Let me know if you have any questions along the way. Feel free to sprinkle all that good stuff. Okay, so let me just quickly tell you what we're talking about. And then I'm gonna do something the really old-fashioned way, because you guys know that I am terrible with technology. If I can operate this gadget with my lack of skills in technology, I promise you, you can too. And it's really fun. Okay, so what we're talking about here is the IkonArt custom stencil maker. And I've had mine for a couple of years and I've made a ton of stencils. Some for special occasions like my son's wedding. Some that I just wanted, like I wanted one that said mothers are like buttons, they hold everything together. I've done a ton of different Bible verses, all kinds of different things, but this is what it looks like. And I'm going to give you my code here in a few minutes that if you're interested, it saves you 15%, which is around $30. Okay, so let's start at the very beginning. Try to visualize this and don't feel like you need to take notes, because if you decide you want one of these gizmos, they have a bunch of videos on their website and you also would get instructions. Okay, so the first thing you do is find your image. And I'm going to show you a few images and then I'm going to show you, we're going to look at my iPad together. That's how technical I am. Okay, so I found some images on Etsy that I really liked this morning. Here they are. Consider how the wild flowers grow. Isn't that pretty? Luke 12:27. Look at this one. Oh my gosh, this is so cute. Hope, love, and faith. Sometimes you just can't find what you want. He makes everything beautiful in his time. Ecclesiastes 3:11. And then this is Psalm 121, and it's the one that says, I lift up my eyes to the hills. Where does my help come from? My help comes from the Lord, the maker of heaven and earth. And then, oh, it's a beautiful psalm. And then I did this one, which is Psalm 91. And I was thinking that I will probably stencil something, a piece of watercolor paper, and frame this in one of those floating glass frames where it doesn't have a mat around it, something like that. Okay, so how did I get these images? Well, I for sure didn't draw these myself. No way. And for sure, I didn't use a program on my computer to design them. Absolutely not. Okay, what I did, and what I like to do a lot, is I just typed in Etsy.com in my navigation, in my browser. And once I got to Etsy, if you don't have an account, set one up, it's easy. Once I got to Etsy, then I just typed in my search. Is there anything that you shouldn't see on here? I don't think so. Okay. So in my search, I mean, this is just one example, but you could do a specific verse, a specific occasion, whatever you want. Bible verse SVG flowers. SVG is something that I don't fully understand, but when you put the word SVG in there, it will bring up like drawings and things that you can buy the image. I'm just looking for a good one here. You can buy the image and save it to your device and then print it on your computer, and then I'll show you the next step in just a second. Oops. Okay, I'm gonna just look and see. Let me find a good one. And you're gonna want to pick an image that is just black and white. This could be cute. Is that a t-shirt or an image? It's a t-shirt. A lot of times it will pull up, okay, here's a cute one, just for an example. Okay, this is a drawing. I don't know how to get this so that you can see. There we go. And it's a flower and it says faith in the stem. Okay, and this one is $4.50. So all you would do is add it to your cart, keep looking, and then pay for it. I paid with my credit card. Then you'll get an email and you just save it to your computer. I'm just looking to see what else might be here. I mean, your search criteria could be absolutely whatever you want. And I found, this was the search I typed in this morning and this is what I found. Ooh, this one's cute. Okay, this one's super cute. Can you see they put it on a t-shirt? Dang, I wish I would have seen that because I would have probably bought it. And I could still buy it. Can you see? It's a big sunflower and the stem says faith. I love the look of that. Where am I? Okay, there we go. And it says Faith Sunflower SVG. So those words are important. And it is $1.95. They're usually under $6 unless it's a package that has multiple images. And I just save them to my iPad because that's mostly how I work. And then I print a copy on my 100-year-old HP inkjet printer. You can resize it however you like to do that. If you want to just lay your image on the glass and then click the resize button. And then once you get your image, and this is going to be fun in just a minute, so I just want to talk you through the technical stuff. So once you get your image, then if you purchase this kit, you're going to get a bunch of the blue, this blue stuff that becomes stencils. And it's light sensitive, so that's why they send it to you in this strange envelope, so it doesn't get exposed. Okay, and they're also going to send you a package of inkjet printer film and also a package of laser printer film. You get one of each. And I just put one in my computer, or in my printer here, with it turned positioned so that it would be printing on the less shiny side of my film. And dun, da, da, this is what I got. Okay, so you get your image, you print it, and then you do a photocopy on one of these. It could not be simpler. And you can change the size, whatever you want. If you want it, I mean, the images that you're gonna use for this need to be black and white, and the blacker, the better. Because when you expose it, it's just, look how cute this one is. Oops, not that one. You need black and white. So, and I'm thinking I'm gonna do some coloring, and I have already been playing with this, so I'll show you that in just a minute. Okay, then what you do, and I'm about done with this technical business here, is this is the little IkonArt custom stencil making gizmo. And I would lay a piece, let's pretend like I haven't used this, because it is light sensitive. I don't want to bring it out while I have all my filming lights on, the overhead lights, my lamps. But you just bring one out. It doesn't have to be pitch dark, but I usually close the blinds and turn off the lights. while I'm doing this part. I lay it down, then I lay my little clear film on the top, and then I turn on my machine. I don't have it plugged in, so I can't show you. This is a black light right here. It's just your basic black light. You turn on your machine and you expose this for 30 seconds. That's it. Then you're going to take what comes, and it's gonna still look all completely blue. You're gonna think, oh, I don't see anything on there. And something new that I have just started doing, which speeds everything up, is I have this little tub that I wash my stencils out in, and I just filled it halfway full with a medium warm water. And when I got to my kitchen, where I was going to spray this with warm water, I just put my stencil in this bath of water, and nothing is showing yet, and I let it soak for about 45 seconds. And then you put it in your sink with your sprayer, and you just spray, 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 spray it. Just takes a minute or two, and you get something that looks like this. And these are just like the other stencils, the gray ones and the green ones that I use. They have, except their backing sheet is clear. So you want to do what I always tell you guys to do. You want to label it Hope, Faith, Love, Flowers, so you know which side to put it back on. And after it's dry, you're going to put it back in your little machine and turn on the light for 2 minutes, and that just, I don't know, it solidifies it somehow. This is all science, which I'm terrible at, and I'm terrible at technology and math too, but I can do this, and I swear you can too. Okay, now let's get to some of the things that are really exciting about it. Let me find a space, a little space to move this. Okay, if you have been watching DIY Dreaming for any amount of time, you would probably know that I am super sentimental. I love things that are old. I love things that have character. I love things that nobody else would love, but they were like that tattered old quilt piece that I've done all kinds of different things with. But I love things that are family related. So when I was newly married, my sweet mother-in-law, Martha, I had an undergraduate degree in French, and then I went to law school. But my undergraduate degree was French, and my French is terrible now, but at that point it was pretty decent. So she hand wrote this recipe for Cézanne's garlic soup from a cookbook that she had. This is her writing, front and back. And it was on this pretty little piece of paper. And this is something that I will always treasure. And her writing is so sweet. Oh my gosh. She's not with us anymore, but I just love it. The last part of this recipe says, pour the soup over the egg and toast and serve piping hot, sprinkled with freshly ground pepper and a handful of grated cheese. This was also a favorite of Cézanne, and it says also very healthy. Okay, so what can I do with this? Well, I can take a photocopy of it. Then I can expose a photocopy. I don't have the films all pulled out. To one of those clear sheets and take a copy. And then I can put this over one of my stencils and make a stencil of this. And then I can make all kinds of things, like this platter that says Cézanne's garlic soup. I don't know what you think about that, but I just love it. Okay, so that's one thing. Another thing was that I made tea towels. And 2 years ago, I think it was, one of my friends in my Bible study had some recipes. Her dad was the cook. Had some recipes from her dad. And together, we made like 18 of these tea towels for her to give all of them for Christmas. And it was funny family recipes. I can't even remember what it was. But anyways, give me some, slam some hearts or do some thumbs or this. If this idea appeals to you, because this is just one idea. Okay, this same awesome mother-in-law, Martha, was also, she was so talented, and she spoke like 8 languages. She was super artistic, and they lived in Connecticut in this like 300-year-old stone house. Well, every year she drew her own Christmas cards and then had prints made. And this was way back when people didn't even think about doing that. So this is one of the Christmas cards that she drew. I want to put it close enough that you can see what it is. And this is their ceiling. There's a fireplace. And these are some of the funny chairs that they had. And these 3 children are her 3 children. So this was a black and white picture from a Christmas card that she drew. And it says, Christmas greetings from the Scotts. Oh, and there's 5 babies there, 5 kids there, 4 kids there. Anyways, so that's one aspect of this amazing gadget, is that you can make things like this, like with old family recipes, with letters. You could handwrite some Bible verses that are meaningful to you and then make things with it. You could do your children's art drawings. Now they're gonna have to be able to be converted to just black and white. So, let's see. I have this, I've been saying I'm gonna do this forever, but I haven't yet. So, this is something that is near and dear to my heart, and it was made for me by my son, Noah, when he was, I don't even know how old he was, but obviously he was just learning to draw. And we went on a trip to the Biltmore Estate, and our room, we stayed at Biltmore Inn, and our room had a guest book, which he was excited to sign. And then it had some little stationery stuff. So he drew this, and it says, this is Mom, and this is Noah, and it says, I love you, Mom. So I could take a copy of this. I would have to turn it just to black and white, and then I could make a stencil. So, okay, those kind of things are just, in my opinion, the main thing that this is about. But sometimes there's a verse or something that you want that you just cannot find. You know what though? Chances are on Etsy that 10 people have prepared SVGs of the Bible verse with different designs that you can purchase. And you just type in whatever the Bible verse is, Luke 12:27. Or something more general, like what I did, Bible verses flowers, SVG. And so you can do all kinds of things. Like this is one thing that we're going to be working on tomorrow. This is a t-shirt that I used one of these stencils that I just made today. This one. And here's the stencil. I made this t-shirt. We're going to be doing something fun with this tomorrow, okay? So you can make t-shirts. You can make family reunion shirts. Here's another one that I'm working on. I don't know how well you're going to be able to see this, but this is super duper cute. And we're going to do something fun with the sleeves tomorrow. But I just used white Magnolia ink, And can you see this is that stencil that says, where is it? Oh, it's right here, this one. Hope, love, and faith. You clean these essentially this exact same way as any other stencil. Put them back on the backing sheet when they're dry. And so we're going to do something fun with the sleeves. I hope you'll join me tomorrow for that. And we're going to do some painting on the white one, probably. Okay, so what else? Oh, and also I was working on this bag. But you know what? Verses that have a ton of print are awesome. This one says, whoever dwells in the shelter of the Most High will rest in the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, he is my refuge, my fortress, my God, in whom I trust. Surely he will save you from the fowler's snare and from the deadly pestilence. He will cover you with his feathers, and under his wings you will find refuge. It's just a beautiful Psalm 91 image that I purchased that looks like this. This is the stencil. And I didn't do a great job with the ink. So this is like a $2 tote from Walmart. So I would probably practice. And these things with really small print are a little bit harder to stencil. They're a little bit harder to wash out also. So I would, if you're just gonna get started, I would go more for things like this. Yeah, so there's tons of things like that that you can do. I had a little note here. Where did I put it? Because I wanted to tell you, oh, here it is. A few things. Okay, the website for IkonArt is IkonArt, IkonArt, Stencil.com. Once you go there, if you decide that you want to give this a try, the basic machine, the basic startup kit is $199, but if you use my code, which is DiyDreaming, big surprise, all smushed together, when you check out, it'll take 15% off, which is about a $30 savings off of that $199 kit. And you can get it shipped to you for free. So that's one option. They also have something new that that I hadn't seen before, and it's called a Teresa Collins limited edition kit. And it's $209, and it has all the basic stuff that the startup kit has. But it also has a pre-made stencil for you that has some pretty butterflies, and it has a squeegee, it has some little lapel buttons, and it has a little pot of pink chalk paste that is this Teresa Collins brand, and that's $209. And my code DiyDreaming will get you about $33 off of that, and you can do the free shipping. Something also new that they just have been doing lately is they have a whole bunch of images that you can download. They have alphabets, all kinds of things. You can download them for free from their website, which is IkonArtStencil.com. They also have pictures of completed projects, and they have video demonstrations. So it's really cool. If you've never looked at it, you should take a second to do that. And they always have a promotion of some sort, which there's just always all kinds of different things. So look to see what there is. And maybe right now it's just this special kit by Teresa Collins. That's really it. I just wanted to share with you guys how simple this is. Once you get going, this is my notebook that has, let's look through this just for a second. Oh, my son and I made this one, and we did a Christ in Crafting together at least 8 months ago. So I asked him to come be my special guest for Christ in Crafting, excuse me. And I asked him what verse he wanted to do. Well, he wanted to do Nehemiah 4:14. So I just looked on Etsy and purchased this simple image. Remember the Lord and fight for your brothers, your sons, your daughters, your wives, and your homes. Nehemiah 4:14. So that was one. And then last year you can seriously buy anything you want. Okay, last year I was feeling creative and I made this myself, just using a very simple program that I have on my iPad. Moms are like buttons. They hold everything together. Isn't that cute? Then I have, oh gosh, a whole bunch of things that I've purchased, like these carrots. That was the image. I purchased this on Etsy. I printed it on my printer. And then this is the clear sheet that I made. And then in a drawer are all the stencils that I've made. So once you get going, you can, let's see, is there anything that I really want to show you? Okay, this is kind of a cool one. So for my son's wedding, the bride's family wanted to choose a verse to be the verse for the day and for the wedding. And this is what they came up with. A cord of 3 strands is not easily broken. This almost makes me want to weep. But, and the reason why they chose this is because my son and their daughter were getting married, and the cord of 3 strands is my son, his wife, and Christ. And that cord of 3 strands, when you have Christ at the center of your marriage, it's not easily broken. So this was the image. I purchased this, but I did this part just with that simple program that I have on my iPad. And here's what the stencil, here's what the clear thing looked like. So I could just go on and on and on. But if you have questions, let me know that in the comments. I'll hop off in just a second and I'll share my code, which will save you 15%. And it doesn't just apply to one of the starter kits. If you go back, a few months from now and you want more of anything or something new to add to what you've got going on, you can use my code DiyDreaming and it saves you 15% anytime at all. Oh, and this is I printed their alphabet. Whoops. They just have so many great things on there. So if you're a crafter, if you're creative, if sometimes you can't, oh, this was something I printed from their website too. If sometimes you just can't find exactly what you want and you have something in your head, you can make it. And you just need an IkonArt custom stencil maker, a printer. It can be either an inkjet or a laser printer, and it doesn't have to be fancy. Mine is an HP that's probably 15 years old. It's not great. We need a new one, but it works. And then you need a watch so that you can count 30 seconds to expose it and 45 seconds to put it in the bath of water, and that's it. Boom. All right. Let me know if you have any questions. Feel free to sprinkle. That helps my page grow, and I so appreciate that. Thank you guys for the stars. I've been so busy talking, I didn't even see that. Thank you guys. You're so, so generous with me. What else? I don't know. If I can do this, I promise you, you can. You just need to be brave and give it a go. Okay. Have a great rest of your day. I'll see you guys tomorrow. We're going to do these t-shirt projects. I'm going to show you guys how to make, I'll just give you the secret, the ruffled sleeves. We'll probably do 2 different styles, and we'll probably paint the flowers on the white t-shirt using Magnolia Design Company ink. So it should be super fun. Vicky says, sorry, I missed this. How do you do it? Vicky, go back and watch this video on replay from the very start, because I show tons of great information. Alrighty, have a great rest of your day. I'll see you guys tomorrow.